Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and obviously you've seen the title of the video. So first and foremost, we're going to go over the 1 month update on the truck, and then in the second half of the video, we're going to actually go on the build page thing that they have for the C8 Corvette, and then we're going to spec out some different specs so you guys can visually see what I'm thinking for the new C8 Corvette, and then you can kind of put your input in, because I feel like my other video kind of sucked with, you know, deciding on what options because I couldn't like visually show you. But with this, since it's finally working for me, I can show you. And if you guys are wondering, I know that I need a haircut. I've needed one for like a month and a half, but I've been really lazy. That's why my hair's been like crazy all over the place lately, is because I need a haircut. Anyways, let's get into the 1 month review. Actually, this is kind of more like a 2 month review-ish, because I got it at the beginning of June and it's almost the end of July, so closer to 2 months, but I didn't have time. Well, I kind of did have time, but I forgot to film this video. But anyways, let's get into it. What's happened since I purchased the truck? First, what I got to do is actually unlock the truck, obviously, so that when I walk around it and all that, I can talk about everything. So, like I said, I got this at the beginning of June, and so far there's been quite a bit of problems you guys have known, but most of it has been caused by the modifications that I have done on the truck. The first problem from modifications was the rims. They're fixed now, but on the outside of all of the rims, there was like a scratch mark that went like all the way around the rim on the outside. That was caused by the tires being mounted on, and they scratched the rims when they mounted on all the tires. That's been fixed, but that was the first problem that was caused from modifications, not from the truck actually glitching out. I was going to move somewhere else, but then the second problem also is in the same area. So the second problem that was caused by modifications was when I put the leveling kit on the truck, one of the sway bar links was disconnected, and so then it was making like a clunking sound on the truck whenever the truck would basically move. That's been fixed, but again, that was another issue that was caused by modifications on the truck, nothing that the truck has done wrong. Now the next one that I'm the most upset about that I haven't fixed yet because time constraints is the seat, and this one's kind of like 50-50 because it looks like something that I messed up on. But here's my only problem is I never put anything in my back pocket, and whenever I step in, I always like step in way far over here basically to get into the seat. And so I never like rub against the bolster, and I don't have anything in my back pockets. I always keep everything in my front pockets, so I don't know where this came from, and that's kind of frustrating. So that one I'm gonna leave 50-50. Probably my fault somehow, but I don't know how because I don't keep anything in my back pockets, and at the same time I don't think that's covered under warranty. So yeah, that's one of the other things that I've had with this truck in a month. And I mean, it's so tiny, it's not a big deal, but I mean, it still probably would cost me like 200 bucks to get that little thing replaced. Now, the last thing that I had issue-wise with the truck in the first month, and this was actually something that really did go wrong with the truck, was the tailgate. So what was happening is, you guys saw in the other video where I would have the tailgate closed, like fully closed like this, and then I would come into the truck, and I'll just like do this so I can show you. I would come into the truck, right, step inside, and then I would start up the truck, and everything would be fine, essentially, but then when I would turn on like my right turn signal, it would do nothing. But then when I turn on my left turn signal, it would essentially trigger a warning that the tailgate was unlocked. So that's the only like weird electronical issue that I had. But then I started the truck up the next day and it was completely gone. So I don't know on that one. I don't know if it's going to come back. And some people left in the comments that they've had that happen with their 2019 Rams too. So I think that might be something that could be a possible like, you know, warranty thing in the future or something, or maybe even a full-on recall. Now that I'm done talking smack on my truck, let's talk about the good things that have happened over the course of this 1 month ownership with the truck. So one big plus was actually with the fuel economy, so that'll be under the hood there and the whole drive. Anyways, fuel economy with the truck. That's actually been a lot better than my last truck. This one has the e-torque system, and I've been averaging, I think, like 15 or 16 miles per gallon in this Rebel, whereas my last one is closer to like 13 or 14 miles per gallon. So fuel economy, that has been better in the truck so far. And I don't want to go in like too much detail on things so that we have time to go over the C8 configurator. Basically, but I mean, to sum things up, I've loved this truck more than I loved either the Shelby or the last Rebel, especially the last Rebel. So I have loved just random things about the truck. So the ride quality is so much smoother than my last Rebel. And then I've also loved this new sunroof. I've used this pretty much every single day. I have it closed right now so the truck doesn't get super hot, but I use that sunroof pretty much every single day. And that's something that I just love so much more. And for the first month, definitely a huge plus. And then this is something that's kind of random, but in the back here, under the seats, I've also loved this storage like system here. I've loved this way more than in the prior truck. It's just been more usable. And then also all of the power outlets, I've used those a ton for charging my camera stuff, my computer stuff. So I've loved that in the first month of ownership. And a big thing is actually just the looks. I like walking out here and looking at this truck every single day. I had that somewhat with the Shelby, obviously, but I didn't have that with the last Ram, whereas this one, just coming out and looking at it every single day, sometimes I just like to look at it because I think it looks so, so cool. And I mean, part of that is because of the wrap. I think the colors just kind of ties it in. Even if the other one had this wrap on it, though, I don't think that I would like it nearly as much. And then the last thing I guess that I'll kind of say is with the lights. They've been awesome. I love these new LED lights. They're so bright at night, so much brighter than the old halogens on the 2018 Rebel that I had. Just fantastic. So far, everything other than the issues that I've caused via modifications, everything with the truck has been great, and I have loved it, and I actually plan on keeping this truck for a long time. And then if you guys are wondering costs, so if I didn't modify anything on this truck, if I just kept it bone dry stock, didn't modify anything, my overall like ownership cost other than the cost of the truck itself would have just been insurance on the truck and then absolutely nothing. So other than me modifying stuff and breaking stuff from modifying it, the truck has cost me no money. Just insurance and the cost of the truck. And then me modifying it and breaking it, that's a whole nother thing. So just discredit that part. Other than that tailgate thing, still kind of freaks me out. But now let's get inside so we can go over the configurator on the C8. And if all you cared about truck content, then I'll see you in the next video. But if you care about the C8 build and all that, then let's head somewhere in here, somewhere. Undisclosed location in the wooded lot. Okay, let's see if this works this time. Because last time I went in, it was like, oh no, you can't design your Corvette because everyone else is designing theirs already. But it looks like it's going to be working. Okay, so we've got the C8 in a car that I probably won't go for in that particular package. So with the seating option, I'm thinking competition for sure. I mean, there's no other way to go. Now here's where I'm kind of a little bit confused because I had suede in the Shelby and I liked that, but I didn't love it. And then there's the performance texture, which I'm not sure what that does. Okay, so it, never mind, it changes it to an LT. So it's either suede or leather. I'm kind of torn between the two. I like both of them for different reasons. And then I don't think two-tone on the seat is something that I really care about. And then in terms of the seat belt colors, it depends on what the exterior color I do. So like, if I did blue, then I do blue seat belts. If I did red, then I do red seat belts or whatever, even if I did black. But yeah, it just depends on the exterior color. So let's just leave them black for now while we pick the exterior colors on the car. Okay, so here are the different exterior colors. So we have black, which, I mean, black is black, right? And then you have the Zeus Bronze Metallic, which, yeah, I'd probably never get that. Let's just discredit that one completely. And then you've got white, which, that's a cool look. And then you've got this red, which I feel like that's kind of like old man spec. Sorry if that offends you. And then you've got like the torch red, which you've seen a lot of like the press cars seem to have that. And then the silver. My truck's already silver, so I don't think I'd go for that. The ceramic, that's the only way that I'd get sort of like a silver thing, because this, depending on how the light hits it, looks white or kind of looks gray, which I like. I like those ceramic colors. Now this is that orange, that Sebring orange. That's the one that I think that one looks really cool with the orange. And then that yellow again that we already kind of saw originally. Shadow gray, probably not. It's a cool color though. And then this blue is okay. But here's the cool one, is the Rapid Blue. I think that one looks really cool. And here's the spec that I'm thinking about, is either doing black or I'm thinking about doing this Rapid Blue or the Sebring orange, but then doing some of the brake calipers and the engine covers. So let's go into that section. So now, of course, we're going to select the Z51 package because we get the wing and all that, and that looks cool. And then rims, I'm thinking of doing blacked out rims. So the other ones that are cool would be the carbon flash ones, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, definitely black rims because the silver ones just do not look good with this car at all. Now that we've got this all taken care of, now we go to exterior accents, and of course we have to add in the big wing because that makes the car look so much cooler. Can't have that little spoiler. And then in terms of the carbon fiber stuff, if I went crazy with the carbon fiber, probably going to add a bunch of all the like carbon fiber accents all around. So like the mirrors, everything like that. And then this is the one that I think is really cool, is over on the engine cover. So I'm thinking engine cover red. And you guys can see how cool that looks. I mean, just compared to like doing standard black with the engine cover being red looks so much better. And then trim level, definitely thinking the 3LT, so that's already selected. And then for interior color, if I did the engine cover red, that's when I think like adding the seats and making those red. But the adrenaline, because the only way you do that red is if you did that weird old man red on the outside. And then if you do the seatbelt red with that, so then there's another red accent you can see on the interior. And then we forgot to add the brake calipers. So I'm thinking the bright red will match a little bit better on the brake calipers. Let's see. So we've got the bright red, and then we can go to the wheels, and then you can add the edge red, which is a little bit darker. That actually looks like that matches better with the seats. I would definitely do red brake calipers, but I mean, you guys get what I'm kind of going for on this. So having like a color like this with all of the little red accents throughout, I think that is kind of like the spec to go for. I think that's what I'm going to end up going for on the C8 Corvette spec-wise. And if I decide to wrap it green, then I do that same spec, but just with the black paint on it. And I think that's a really good looking spec too, with the black paint. And so I could still have like a crazy color, but then if I wanted to have kind of like a stealth fighter look, then I could do that. And I think the yellow looks cool with this red spec. It's just that, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just wrap a car yellow than order a car yellow. The only reason I like that rapid blue is because it's straight from the factory and it's a new color, and yeah, it looks cool. Quick note, I don't think I can zoom. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit. So then I'm thinking also carbon fiber in that area, and then front splitter, exposed carbon fiber, and then on the side skirts, and then the little, oh, I went too fast, and then here on the air intake, and then on the mirrors, all carbon fiber. So then I'm thinking if I do that, then I should probably do carbon fiber on the roof. If I do all the carbon fiber all around, I think that'll kind of, I'm kind of undecided on that though, because I think it's kind of, I don't know, I'd have to do it on the hood too than if I did it on the roof. Because then it'd be on the wing, and then the roof, and then the hood. I think that would look good. So that's another thing that I'm kind of deciding between, and you guys should let me know on. But yeah, that's pretty much the spec that I'm thinking for the new C8 Corvette. And then let's look at it in the black again, because I think that black, I think that's the route I'm going to go. I really like that new rapid blue, but then doing this color for a while, and then wrapping it that same green as the truck looks so sick. Hey guys, final clip, I promise. So this is the spec that has all the carbon fiber on it with the black, and then I actually decided that that transparent roof, that looks really cool. Engine cover still in red, and then note on the engine cover, oh, this thing is so hard to zoom in. I did the accessory thing, so then you have lights in the engine bay, so at nighttime people can see the engine through the glass. I think this should be the spec, if I can work this properly. I think this should be the spec for the new C8 Corvette. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but I think this with the transparent roof and all that, with all the red accents, I think that looks absolutely fantastic. And then maybe down the road, wrap it bright green just like the truck. Well, there we have it. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you are stopping for the first time, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. Comment down below what you thought. And by the way, just to clarify on this color, it is not like a lime green, it's more of like emerald. That's kind of what it looks like in person, is emerald green. So imagine that on the C8 Corvette. It's more of like an emerald green, because you guys haven't seen this in person, so that's kind of the problem. But I'll see all of you in that next video.